It was an emotional moment for the family and friends who turned out in their numbers in order to pay their final respect to Victoria Brown Hanley at her funeral service in Mandeville, Manchester. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV News Report, and we'll be right back with the full details to come. Welcome to Links 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV News Report. Grieving family and friends gathered at the Andrews Memorial Church in Mandeville, Manchester to bid farewell to Victoria Brown Hanley, who died on October 16. The blue casket bearing the 20-year-old University of the West Indies student's remains was decorated with flowers inside the church. An autopsy which was carried out on the body of the female revealed that she died from strangulation. Initial reports said that the university student was alone in her room on the fourth floor of the George Allen Hall after her roommate left shortly after 1 a.m. on October the 16th. When the roommate returned sometime after 6 a.m., she reportedly saw her lying face down with a scarf wrapped tightly around her neck. The female reportedly moved the scarf and summoned campus security. A team from the Mona police post also responded, and it was subsequently confirmed that Victoria Brown Hanley of a Mandeville, Manchester address was dead.
Good morning. Tribute to Victoria Ashley Brown Hanley from the Andrews Memorial United Church. As a church family, we have watched a beautiful little girl blossom into a successful and promising young lady, one who sought the Lord at an early age and to date remains the youngest person to be confirmed in the Andrews Memorial United Church at the age of 80 years old on December 2nd, 2012. Victoria made indelible marks in various organizations of this church, chief among them being the church school, Girls Brigade, the media, and the youth fellowship. Vicky attended church school regularly. She is remembered as a humble, warm, and loving child who gave teachers great pleasure in teaching. Her smile and laughter were unforgettable. She was focused and dedicated far beyond her years, and she shone in whatever she did. Enrolled as an explorer in the Andrews Memorial Girls Brigade, she progressed through the ranks to senior and then brigadier. As a brigadier, Vicky attended various camps and Girls Brigade rallies and participated in numerous activities in which, of course, she performed exceptionally well. She was always willing to be part of the color party, proudly carrying the Jamaican flag or the Girls Brigade flag into the church during national celebrations and Girls Brigade Month. Here at Andrews, we remember Vicky among the pioneers, for example, Sister Claire Truman, who contributed significantly to the flow of information and worship. Long before our media ministry was formally established, Vicky faithfully ensured that every projection for every service was done with excellence. Long before the technological advancements of online worship, multimedia, and related tools, Vicky faithfully projected via PowerPoint the words of songs and images for sermons. Behind the scenes, she was like the glue that seamlessly facilitated worship in this church. From the early days of serving in the passageway to her time in the media room before she went to college, she carried out her role with maturity, reliability, and a heart fully committed to God's work. As a youth fellowship member, Vicky exhibited many admirable characteristics, traits, and skills by which she is fondly remembered, including being incredibly gifted with God-given talents such as singing, dancing, acting, art and crafts, and cooking. With these gifts, Vicky could always be relied upon alongside her sisters to uplift youth fellowship Sundays whenever an item was needed. Faithful and spiritual impact. Victoria was exemplary to her peers and other youths. Genuine kindness was a consistent part of her character, not merely an occasional act. Warmth and positivity. Her cheerful disposition influenced others and made them feel comfortable and happy. Selflessness, demonstrated through her willingness to help others in church activities. Compassion and empathy, evident in her ability to listen, offer support, and actively participate in fellowship discussions. Humor and joy. She had a good sense of humor and found happiness in everyday activities. Independent thinker. She marched to the beat of her own drum and did not necessarily go with the crowd. Respectfulness. Vicky is remembered as being extremely respectful to her advisors and elders, one who followed directions responsibly and accepted constructive criticism with grace. Overall, Vicky was one of the sweetest and warmest persons one could ever meet. Though often the youngest in the room, she carried a quiet maturity that made her presence stand out. Her gentle spirit and natural poise touched everyone who had the privilege of knowing her. She displayed a responsible attitude and was always determined to achieve her goals. Courteous and friendly, she was never afraid to seek assistance when needed. Vicky will always be remembered as a focused and diligent young woman who served our church with quiet strength and unwavering dedication. She was helpful, dependable, and full of grace in everything she did, and she is truly unforgettable. She was a stalwart in our journey as a congregation. Her contributions live on in our memories and in the legacy of service she leaves behind. We miss Victoria deeply, and we mourn her passing. May Vicky's soul rest in peace, and light perpetual shine upon her.
Time seems to have been paused and is jumbled and flowing still. It seems like only yesterday we were talking and laughing about all our silly little carrying-ons. It feels like it's been forever, but only weeks have passed, and even that feels like too much time to continue living without you. I keep hoping this is a dream and that I'd wake up and see your face again, but with every sunrise, I'm reminded of our new reality. We miss your smile, your face, your laugh, and your smart mouth. You'll always be in our hearts and everywhere we are, walking with us still. We would have given you the world, the sun, and the moon as well, as long as it was requested, anything for our spoiled princess. You were so easy to love, and love you we did. You'll always be in our hearts, walking with us still. I hope you find your peace. I hope you rest well. We love you and miss you, our perfect angel.
Afternoon, everyone. You hearing me? Okay. So I'm reading for Amara. He's on his way, but he's not here yet. And he has a message for us, and I want us to listen to it closely. You guys ready? Okay. When I see the color blue, I think of you. These past couple of mornings, I've been waking up, and a beautiful sunshine comes through my window. And when I come home in the evenings, I'm greeted with a beautiful sunset. And I can only believe it's her. She isn't here with us now, but she is okay. We need to realize we have breath, and we have a heartbeat that we cannot take for granted. You can be on the phone with somebody today, and you'll never hear from them again in the blink of an eye. We have our moments now. Live in your purpose. Hug your wife, hug your husband, your sister, your brother, as much as you can. Tell your partner you love them. Annoy them if you have to. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing your love and support to the family. Throughout this difficult time, I'm sure you have made them feel encouraged and honored. I am lucky, and I have been lucky. From the moment that I first met you in 2015, that is luck. And to know that I have an angel waiting on me when my time comes, that is luck. You are my greatest ever achievement, my soulmate, and the woman of my youth. I've known you for almost half of my life. And if I could, I would have married you straight out of the womb in Vicky. You've blessed my life in many ways, and you'll never know. Thank you for your big smile, and every time I see you, thank you for the kiss you greet me with. Thank you for your words of encouragement that kept me going through those even tougher days. Thank you for loving me each and every day. We've seen each other in challenging times, and through it all, I've always known that you've loved me. You've left me with precious memories that I will keep forever and cherish and protect. I will see you again one day, my love. One day in the fields of gold, you'll turn to me and I'll be there, and I'll get to embrace you for all eternity. But for now, we live on this earth without your physical presence. But you're not gone, you've just been reassigned. I love you with all my heart, Victoria Hanley. I miss you more than words could ever describe. My best friend, my forever love. It's been the hardest period of my life, and there are times when I don't know if I can get through this. But we serve a good God. He's still good. Please know that in your own life, you have a Savior that loves you, that wants you to come close, and doesn't want you to waste a single second. There will be tough times ahead, but we will have people around us to love us and support us. And that is truly amazing. So be in the moment, be in the present. Don't just go through life. Fight for things that are valuable to you and priceless. And you'll go through life with no regrets. And he thanks you all for listening to him.
Thank you, Ashley. Janelle will come now and read for us from Ecclesiastes 4, 9, and 10, and then Ephesians 4, verse 32.
Good afternoon, everyone. So these scriptures were chosen to reflect Victoria's gentle heart, her generosity, and the way she inspired kindness in others. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9 to 10. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Ephesians 4, verse 32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave us. This is the word of the Lord.
Thank you. Going to invite at this time the Carteret College Choir. They are going to minister to us with a special musical item. The Carteret College Choir.
Please allow me to stand on the protocols already established and say good morning to the clergy and good morning to the distinguished guests. Special morning to the family. I am Prim Lewis, Principal, the Carteret College. Psalm 34:18 states that God is close to the brokenhearted. On behalf of the Board of Governors, the Carteret College, staff, students, parents, we stand today with the family of Victoria. I became the principal of the Carteret College in 2018. That would have been at least 3 years into Victoria's sojourn at DC. So no, I was not the principal of whom Daddy spoke. And by the time I would have come, I guess that phase that Daddy spoke of would have been long gone, because that's not the person I met. The scripture also says that as you go through this valley, Mrs. Hanley and family, you should fear this valley of the shadow of death. You should fear no evil, because God is with you. His rod and his staff will continue to comfort you. We at the Carteret College have had the privilege of having all three young ladies at the Carteret College. At this time, I ask the Carteret College community of builders to stand, those who are present and past. Please stand. All builders in the room, please stand. Thank you for standing. Verona, Veronica, Victoria. It has to say something that all young ladies are V's. Now, I would have met Victoria a part of her sojourn. But one thing I can tell you about the family, especially Mom, is that one teacher who should remain nameless says that she is at DCPP clock. That is just to give you an idea of how involved she was in her children's lives. Nothing happened at the Carteret College that the family was not involved in. There was no ceremony, there was no examination time, there was no activity that we did not see the Hanley's family. And that speaks to the support that was given to Victoria and all the other children. I took the liberty, Reverend, of asking some of our teachers to just speak one line, and I really had to have them. I said one line. So, Mr. Walsh, who no longer teaches at the school, stand, Mr. Walsh. Okay, he stepped out. Mr. Walsh described her in this way: quiet brilliance. Took on additional CSEC examinations with her 9 subjects that she was mandated to do at the school. And these CSEC subjects, you don't want to hear what they were: biology, chemistry, and physics. You are mandated to do 9 at BC. She took on 3 extra, and guess what? She also aced them. For the labs, Mr. Walsh said that Mom would come all the time, behaving like she was the one who had labs. She was quiet, reserved, polite. This is coming out of England. Mrs. Tresika Thompson Clark, her theater arts teacher, described her as calm, quiet, hardworking, a team player, ambitious, not vulgar at all. Mrs. Barnes Palmer, also in England, you're wondering where DC teachers are? Now you know. Who also taught her, said, and I quote, Victoria was an excellent student, very humble and cooperative. She was always well-mannered. Mr. Britton, who is always supporting these events, these activities, is not able to be here today, but his voice had to be echoed. He wishes to express condolences to the family, and he remembers Victoria as fun-loving, ambitious, generous, and hard-working, and Mr. Britton knew her longer than I did. November 10, 2004 to October 16, 2025 represents Victoria's dash. She lived and served a fulfilled life, even though it was snuffed out early. She did her duty as God would have her do. Therefore, family, weep not as those without hope, as Vicky will rise on that glad morning. I must implore, it would be remiss of me, being the person that I am, to not do this. I must implore those who continue to prey on our children or young people to remember that God is omnipotent. Hence, your evil will not go unpunished. God is the final judge. Brown Hanley's family, we mourn with you. We too have lost a daughter, but we do not mourn as a family without hope. We know the person that Victoria was. We know the people the family are. And for that, we know that she's safe in God's arms. May her soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine on her, and condolences to family and friends from the Carteret College family.
Keep me safe till the storm passes by.
We're going to continue to remember our beloved daughter and sister. At this time, we'll have the eulogy by Sister Verona, and then there'll be a remembrance presented with a slideshow, and then Veronica, the other sister, will come and share lessons from Vicky's life.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Okay. Oops. Whoops. Okay. So, initially, when I was instructed with writing the eulogy, or given the honor of writing the eulogy, I put it off quite a bit. I thought that I would be feeling too much heavy emotions to be able to start to write it. But I started. And the more I reflected on Victoria, the more my heart filled with pride. And I'm hoping that at the end of this eulogy, all of us here can feel proud that we knew someone like her too. What is grief, if not love, persevering? Victoria Hanley was born on a Wednesday, November 10th, 2004, at 6:08 p.m. to Vernon Hanley and Pauline Brown Hanley. But for many people, it was just a regular Wednesday. But all of us here, we know that that Wednesday changed our lives forever. I remember meeting her for the first time. We're at Grandma's house. Veronica had run excitedly to see her first because Veronica wanted the baby sister, I wanted the baby brother. It was a little thing between both of us. And Victoria was wrapped up, fast asleep, the cutest little thing. Veronica ran back to me excitedly, telling me how cute her sister was and how sweet she was. And I'm like, Veronica is just overreacting, until I went into the room and I saw Victoria for myself. And at that moment, she stole my heart. That tiny body would soon capture all the hearts of those who met her. Victoria was known as the baby of Andrew's church. Anyone that attends Andrew's would know. Vicky was polite, well-behaved, always laughing, always smiling, but also very curious. I remember as a toddler, Victoria could not even identify letters at that point in time. But she would tug on mom's dress, she'd tug on my dress, and she would demand that she gets a program because she wants to read and she wants to follow along and sing the songs. And we better give her that program, you know. But that sense of curiosity also became her superpower. From her early days at Elite Educational Institute to the Carteret College, where she was awarded the Donovan Jackson Award for her CSEC performance, her ability to grasp new concepts was really amazing to behold. An aspiring digital marketer, Victoria was in her final year at the University of the West Indies, Mona. Vicky was active in the Digital Marketing Club and a part of the AZ Preston sports team, and she was a naturally gifted footballer. Victoria was actually asked to try out for the UWI female football team, and she was planning to try out this academic year. Her lecturers and classmates dubbed her the feminist, and anyone who knows Victoria knows that this is true. She bore that name with pride. She was always ready to critique, to challenge, to speak up for those who were overlooked. She was also passionately dedicated to raising awareness about mental health, educating others with profound personal compassion, giving advice from a place of knowledge and a place of personal experience. But Victoria's intelligence wasn't only in her books, it was in her heart. She was very emotionally intelligent. She was empathetic and kind in a way that felt rare. She would open the door for you. She'd help you with your bags, always asking to help with the heaviest bag, you know. She would wait while you tied your shoelace. She was always ready to listen, and she would never judge. She had a fierce sense of justice, believing everyone, regardless of race, gender, sexuality, or social standing deserve to be treated with fairness and equity. Her big heart softened us all. She was the one to initiate hugs. She would make us say, "I love you," after every call. She would come into the bed to antagonize you and cuddle you, even at our big age. You could never doubt how deeply she cared. A lover of nature, her favorite colors, blue and yellow, were the color of the sky that she adored. Wherever there was a beautiful sunset, there was Vicky, capturing it, her smile brighter than the sunrise itself. During our talks on the balcony, V, Jan, and KK can attest, Vicky was always ready to teach us something new. It could be something about varying philosophies, her current political stance, or her expert analysis on the latest world events. It could be something as simple as the newest meme or emote, I hope I'm saying that right, or something so genuinely profound that it would shift your entire worldview. We're all going to miss Vicky's jokes and the sound of her laughter. She was, honestly, probably the funniest person that I knew. And not just her sarcastic quips, but her physical comedy, the faces that she'd make, the spontaneous, hilarious dances that she'd break into. You could honestly never be bored around her. I will never forget our COVID garage parties where we'd clear out the garage, dance, and sing with our cat. And we were just laughing, belly-bottom laughter around her. Or her famous, "What would you do if?" questions. Because why are you asking me what I would do if my toes suddenly turned into worms? Or if the birds in the sky suddenly turned into cars? Victoria, I don't know, leave me alone. But the one place to not leave Victoria unsupervised, as brilliant and capable as she was, the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the first person I know who put an electric kettle on the stove to boil water on purpose. And then she was shocked when the kettle started to melt. Veronica and Janelle once asked Victoria to warm up a pot of rice that was in the fridge. And Victoria did warm up the pot of rice in the microwave. The rice was still in the pot, ladies and gentlemen. She put a zinger in the wrapper inside my microwave. And I said, "Victoria, that is made out of foil paper." "No, it cannot be made out of foil paper because when I open the zinger wrapper, I am seeing paper inside of it, like white paper. So therefore, it cannot be real foil paper." I'm like, "Victoria, don't start with me today. Take that out of my microwave. You don't have money to buy it back." But she was still the same person who could make a box mac and cheese taste like something you'd order at a restaurant. As we continue to carry her in our hearts, let us remember her for the sunrise and the smiles that she brought into our lives. I will forever be grateful that we spent 20 years and 11 months with such a beautiful, unforgettable soul. A soul that taught us love, this persevering, aching, beautiful love is her lasting gift to us all. For what is grief, if not love, persevering? Please turn your eyes to the screen.
In Christ alone my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song.